Hi, in this demonstration, you will see how easy it is to set up a single Kaviza VDI-in-a-box server and start generating virtual desktops. Kaviza's VDI-in-a-box is the industry's first and only turnkey VDI solution that delivers full virtual desktops at the cost of a PC. Deploying Kaviza is simple. Just load Kaviza's K-Manager virtual appliance on a commodity server running an industry-standard hypervisor, and you now have a virtual desktop server. To create a grid, bring in another commodity box, load K-Manager and point it at the first, and the grid is automatically highly available. You can grow on demand and add as many servers as you need. In this demonstration, we will show you how to set up your first Kaviza VDI-in-a-box server and generate virtual desktops. Deploying Kaviza is simple. There are three simple steps, the first of which is to load the Kaviza K-Manager virtual appliance. For this demonstration, we're using a commodity server running VMware's ESX hypervisor. We're going to use VMware's free virtual infrastructure client and import the K-Manager appliance. After selecting import, we simply specify the path to the Kaviza K-Manager appliance and complete the import process. Once the appliance is imported, all we have to do is power it on. Now we have a Kaviza VDI-in-a-box server ready to be configured. To configure the server, we simply point a browser to the virtual appliance and log in. The first time we log in, Kaviza walks you through a setup process consisting of three simple steps. The first is to specify the hypervisor settings. Kaviza needs root access to the hypervisor to deploy and manage the virtual desktops and to access the hypervisor's file system. Now that we've specified the hypervisor settings, the next step is to figure out whether we want to create or join a Kaviza grid. Since this is our first server, we're going to create a grid called demo. As we add servers, we can have them join the demo grid, and we'd automatically get a highly available fabric. Now that the grid is configured, the next step is to import user and group information, typically from an LDAP or Active Directory server. By doing this, users can log into Kaviza virtual desktops using their existing credentials. Finally, Kaviza gives you the option to monitor the Kaviza server from vCenter. Now our setup is complete, and when we go to the Kaviza grid view, we can see there's a grid with a single server activated and ready to deploy desktops. So we're going to deploy desktops from two templates that we've already created. To create a template, we essentially have to create an image of the OS and the applications and fill in some optional metadata. Here, we see we've brought in the accounting and the finance templates, and we're going to go configure these templates and with the properties of the minimum number and maximum number of desktops we want pre-created before a user logs in. By pre-creating desktops, you can cut down on user login time and make the virtual desktop experience faster in many cases than traditional PCs. Kaviza automatically monitors the grid to ensure the number of desktops you've specified are always available. Here you see a dashboard view of the capacity of the entire grid and the number of desktops from each template that are being created. Now that we have the templates and the desktops deployed, we want to associate users to these. To do that, we select the different groups and we associate them with the different templates. Here we're associating accounting with the accounting template and the finance group with the finance template. So when a user from finance logs in, they'll automatically get the finance template. So now we're ready to log in our first user. We're going to have Farley from finance point his browser at the server that we just created and enter his credentials. And you see that his virtual desktop is starting to come up. You can specify policies so that the users get a pristine desktop on each login if you so desire. As you saw in this demo, setting up a Kaviza server is simple and requires 3 easy steps. And you also saw Kaviza's intuitive point-and-click interface that focuses on desktops and users, not virtualization details, and how everything with Kaviza is consolidated into a single management pane. Don't take our word for it. You can try it for yourself. Download a free trial at www.kaviza.com. Thank you for your time.